On today's episode of PDubs Arcade Loft, we're going to take a look at the Polybius Quarter Arcade Cabinet Charger developed by Numskull Games. Was my Kickstarter investment worth it? Let's find out. Numskull is well known for making those gorgeous quarter-scale arcades, and this is the newest addition to the lineup, a quarter-scale replica of the mysterious 1980s Polybius cabinet that never existed, ... or did it? This is a non-playable replica because this is actually just a USB charging station cabinet charger for all your other quarter-scale arcades by Numskull, or other devices as you see fit. Now, I did participate in the Kickstarter, and I just went for just the machine, so $100 American plus about $25 shipping. All in, this came to about $125 for this device for my Kickstarter investment. The top secret box it came in was really adorable, plus of course it came with just the typical power source plug, and that's really all you need for this particular device. Again, Numskull does a fantastic job of recreating these arcade cabinets, these things, even though this one technically didn't exist, but they went with like the Pac-Man mold on this one, and it looks pretty good shape-wise. When it comes to quality control, everything with the cabinet was fine except for the excessive amounts of glue used when assembling this cabinet, especially with the monitor bezel where it meets the back of the cabinet. You'll notice there that we have what looks like gobs of glue and plastic kind of showing through where that bezel's supposed to be lined up, and it doesn't look that way on any of the other Numskull cabinets that I own, and when light hits it, as you can see, it stands out, and that does not look good. Some of the nice features added to this cabinet are the addition of those real arcade stickers. You guys remember seeing some of these stuck on arcades in the past growing up. Those are like the state of Oregon, compliance, manufacturing, quality control, and all that. We have a non-functioning coin door here. It doesn't do anything, but it's a really good mold. It feels really good to touch. No issues with this at all with the front of the cabinet. Really am digging those stickers. I think that was an awesome touch. Now, although this is a replica of a fake arcade game that never really existed, they went ahead and they included the joystick and the button, which don't do anything, because when you do power on the cabinet, the only thing it does is play videos and sound in the background while it charges all your other devices. I still think it would have been nice if they actually did something, though. On the back of the cabinet, you have an on-off switch, plus the port to plug in your power source cable, as well as a volume slider. This thing does just play a never-ending loop of videos and sounds, so if you wanted to mute it and just have it running muted, you can. When you have your collection turned on, totally up to you. You have this very large back door that does hide 10 USB ports. That's right, 10 USB ports. You can plug in your entire quarter-scale arcade lineup, as well as other things. Now, the door itself is kind of goofy. All you got to do here is grab that little thing, pull it, opens. There you go, access it, and then of course shut it. What's really nice is the addition of the little slot on the bottom, so if you have 10 devices plugged in, you have plenty of room for those cables to run outside the back of the cabinet. But there you go, that's it. Alright, we got it plugged in and powered on for the very first time ever. Let's take a look and see what this thing does, what it sounds like, and all that kinds of stuff. It's a pain in the butt to try and, capture footage of mini screens, so my apologies for that, so just bear with me as we get through this. And yes, that attract mode looks way better in person than what got captured on the camera. And yes, we do have a light up marquee as well on this unit. And I don't have a very large Numskull Quarter Arcades collections, I just have these three right here. Really happy with the Galaga and the Pac-Man units. When it comes to this one, it's really nice having this as kind of a charging station. So if I did want to expand my collection and go all out and try and hunt down The other ones that have been sold out or canceled, or just pick up the new ones that Numskull will be releasing in the future. Really cool to have this one kind of stuck in the middle there as kind of a centerpiece for the collection. And I really like that I could use this charging station for pretty much anything I need to get charged. I don't have to just use it for these devices. So minus what I think is a quality control issue around that bezel monitor area with that little bit of excessive glue visible. You could even see when you have bright light on it how it reflects off of it, and the other cabinets don't have that. Minus that quality control issue, everything else is pretty solid on here. And I realized I spent $125 on a 10 USB charging station. But what's interesting is it's a charging station that fits my personal tastes. Arcades, baby. And it's kind of weird, it's kind of wacky with all this stuff. I mean, it's a cabinet that never was, or was it? The music and the attract mode video is kind of haunting, and watching all that stuff. So it's kind of nice as a display piece. Would I highly recommend this one? I think for the versatility of what you can do with it, especially if you have a display of mini arcades and you need to find a way to power them appropriately and eliminate some wires and things, I think this would be a solid purchase for that. But if you don't collect them, don't bother. Kind of a funny story, every time I open up this door in the back, I'm like, oh wow, I need to buy more arcade machines to plug in here. And that's how they get you. But let me know what you guys think. Give me your honest opinions, feedback below. Thanks as always for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up on the way out. And as always, guys, thank you for subscribing. Close! Can I get a magnet?